Hey guys, it's Mooty here, and welcome to another episode of the Strategy Decks. Now, this is where we're still using our Mega Metagross team, and as of right now, Greninja is not yet banned. It's only in suspect test, so it's still usable with this team, but it's probably going to be gone soon, in which case we'll probably think of other Pokemon that we can replace with it. We're also joined by Chase today. Say hi.
Really joined by me? I wouldn't.
Yeah, we're always joined by Chase because this is just the type of
this
series.
whole series doesn't encompass me at all. Like I'm completely non-existent in it. Whatever.
So I got a Twitter follower to battle me. So if you ever want to catch a battle, then Twitter is usually the place to do it. And he is running.
Alright. That'll be interesting.
Maybe Mega Slowbro or Sableye. If it is Mega Sableye, that's the one thing that's kind of annoying to play around.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's slightly problematic, but otherwise most of it isn't going to be too difficult to deal with, but the problem is, for
Sylveon, we obviously have Metagross. For Gliscor, we have Greninja, just Ice Beam, kill it.
Yeah.
And Fernape, Landorus deals with it pretty much, unless it's like a mixed special set with
we also got
HP
Latios,
Ice.
and then after Megaing, Metagross can deal with it too, but I'm trying to think what would be the best choice to lead with, because
If it's Mega Sableye, it's usually a lead.
Yeah, but the thing is, he can go without Megaing the Sableye, so it might not. So, I mean, the Slowbro might have a more likely chance of being Mega, so what I'm almost thinking is maybe lead off with the Rotom, and then, because if he leads off a Sableye, it definitely can somewhat deal with, the Sableye,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then it's like, if he leads with anything else, it's easy enough to pivot out, and if for some reason Evire is going to be a threat, then it's like, it really won't be a threat, but yeah.
But yeah, we did a bit of showdown practice, and we found out that Mega Sableye is just kind of annoying to deal with, and Rotom is the best thing on our team to really
Rotom,
deal with it.
Also, the whatchamacallit.
But because he leads off with it, it's probably his Mega.
No, I feel like it could still just be the Prankster set, which
it wouldn't
right
do
away,
anything to me though.
Yeah, so I mean, right away probably just Volt Switch and see what he's gonna go for, because I highly doubt he's gonna go to Evire. So and it's really not even a thing to worry about. So Volt Switch should be safe enough.
Evire can't do anything to.
Yeah, and he just taunts. So
protecting maybe Willow.
Yeah,
or
I
Paint.
was thinking about it, but the thing is, if he was a Mega Sableye, which we've discounted now that he isn't, overall, we want to switch out anyways, because there's better ways to deal with it. But at this point, I feel like Greninja is going to be actually the best thing to go into, because it's going to be able to do the most damage output, and whatever he wants to bring in isn't going to appreciate taking a hit. So it's going to be the best thing, I think.
Alright, well, obviously now we know he carries leftovers.
Yeah, and so Slowbro is the Mega. So
Slowbro is the Mega unless he's just not running a Mega at all, which...
Yeah.
But Slowbro is another bulky Calm Mind setup Pokemon that we're just going to have to deal with before it manages to set up too much.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we'll just have to really downplay Terrakion being a thing, because a lot of his team deals with it, so... if we need to sack anything, Terrakion's gonna be the thing, but I'm actually gonna run a damage calc against Sableye really quick, so I want to see how much Dark Pulse does. Which Dark Pulse does 67 to 79%, so it might actually be in our best interest right now just to go for that in case he wants to switch out.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh hey, you didn't put U-turn on this thing, it still has Hydro Pump.
Oh no! I'm running the wrong one then. I had a couple different Greninja, so that's it's a minor thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But even Sylveon's not gonna want to take gunk shots, so this isn't even a good switch in.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it's like, if he wants to continuously wear us down with Life Orb, it's like, who cares?
Yeah, that's not a problem. That's the thing with Greninja. If he's gonna try and play around it by switching out, his team is just gonna take unnecessary damage and get weakened anyway.
Yeah. Much there's no reason not to go for the safe move, so you might as well just do it.
And so luckily we don't miss. We throw a trash can at its freaking face.
I don't like the gunk shot animation. I really don't. They could have done so much more with it, but...
Why did he set up, though? That's not...
No.
I don't know, because there was no point in setting up.
I guess he forgot that Greninja gets Gunk Shot, even though we literally just made a video that was saying Gunk Shot is the reason why Greninja became super busty.
Yeah. Well, do you think an Ice Beam would kill?
At that
Range?
He's not special defense investment, so at that range, it becoming Stab Ice Beam, it should, but hold on.
I just don't want to miss.
I'm gonna quick run a damage calc, because that's what I'm apparently good for, is running damage calcs.
Yeah, because I'm the one recording it, and Chase is the one running a couple damage calcs, but
Plus, I just really love running damage calcs anyways. But if he's not running any special defense investment, Ice Beam will kill, because he'll do about 20 to 25%, so, like I said, barring any investment, we should be okay with Ice Beam, just because it's going to be the overall safer thing to go for. So,
and he goes for Protect.
Yeah, I mean, again, at this range, he should... Like, here, I'm going to run the calc just in case he was randomly Calm Max Special Defense. Like, I highly doubt it's... Okay, so Ice Beam will still do 16 to 20%, which...
Now it's kind of on the border.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even count on him running max special defense because he lived the Gunk Shot, so I feel like Ice Beam is still safer.
And he withdraws. Probably goes, what did he, Infernape?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was just better off sacking off the Sylveon at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it was better to try and kill the Sylveon in case, like... Because the thing is, we could have easily missed, and we could have easily gotten him on the wrong side of a weird situation, so it was just better off to try and go for this quote-unquote safe play and not really worry about anything else coming in, because Greninja has enough versatility, but at this point, I mean, it's
at this point, I have to switch out. But with Infernape, I feel like he's just going to have to go for close combat.
Well, if he's Scarfed, otherwise he could be Banded or just regularly have the Mach Punch, which Landorus is just going to be all around good to go into. The thing is, too, we don't even need Landorus for much either way, so it's better just to go into that and then see what he's going to do afterwards. And
at least get an Intimidate off on it. Because they're usually physical unless they run some weird, like, mix set.
Well, I mean, actually Infernape's a fairly versatile Pokemon, so it can do
but yeah, it just goes for close combat.
What he personally wants to do with it, you know? So, he's running a...
He's not going to want to keep him in, and I think, if I remember, he does have Glysker on his team. Yeah. So he's probably going to go into that. Might as well set up Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, because it's just going to be good to get that damage flowing around. Plus, it's going to make Sylveon not able to recover as easily, so it's just going to be, you know, one of those things. Shit. I just realized we should have knocked off. Damn it. Oh,
right. Toxic Orb.
I realized that with that coming in. But, I mean, Gliscor is such a non-threat that I'm not too concerned about it. Like, I mean, it is somewhat of a threat, but at the same time, it's not going to be a huge concern.
So, let's see.
At this point, the thing is, he could easily just go for a Toxic, but
yeah,
I don't exactly know what he's going to go for. So I almost want to stay in and U-turn, see what his speed investment is, and then play around it like that.
And I have speed.
But he's faster. Or, I mean, we're faster, so that doesn't tell us much. So I don't know how to play it right now.
Alright,
because I really don't want to go into Rotom, because...
Yeah, I don't want Rotom to take a Toxic.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the chance he could also knock off, and I really don't want to take that either. Like, and I don't want Greninja to take a Toxic either, because we still kind of...
Yeah, I feel like Greninja needs to be kept around, because...
Let's see. Like, I don't want to bring anything in, but if there's anything to bring in, I almost think it would be Metagross, because...
Well, you also don't know. Maybe he just wanted to get damage off and went for Ice Fang if he has Ice Fang.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like Metagross is the best thing to bring in right now, just because... It's not going to be as useful as our other guys, you know, and it's going to be more important to preserve everything else as opposed to Metagross. I don't know. That's just the situation that it's presented with, which he just Toxic.
He goes for Toxic, which is fine. Even if he goes for Earthquake, we can definitely live a hit.
Yeah, we might as well just Ice Punch. If he wants to go into Slowbro, I mean, we have plenty of ways to attempt to deal with it, so it's like, okay.
Alright, he's thinking about it, but yeah, he does withdraw. I guess into Slowbro. Yeah, there's Slowbro. And that's going to be his Mega.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's probably going to be best to trying to think what is going to be best. Because, I mean, there's no way we can stop him from setting up a singular Calm Mind, but I'm just trying to think about it. What does this do? Okay. I mean,
this thing is physically bulky, and then once it starts setting up Calm Minds, it's going to be difficult to tackle from either of its defenses.
Like, the thing is that he's most likely going to run Dual Stab, if anything, so almost Greninja would be the best thing to bring in, and then we can start Dark Pulsing. If he kills us, that's fine, because we already have most of his team checked anyways. As long as we get enough good amount of damage off on the Slowbro, that'd be more important. So directly go into that, and then we can start firing off Dark Pulses to, because even with the Calm Mind, Dark Pulse...
even with the Calm Mind, it'll make a dent in it. Although it's going to be a problem if it doesn't do half, though, and he just slacks off. That's when it's going to be really annoying to deal with, because I'm not sure what the damage calcs would be on that once he Calm Minds. Yeah. Because he's going to carry Calm Mind, Slack Off, and then probably Scald and Psychic Attack.
Yeah. Give me a second. So I just want to see how much Dark Pulse is doing after Calm Mind. Like, we're going to go for Dark Pulse either way, but I'm just curious what it's going to do before we do it. Yeah, even with a Calm Mind, it'll still do 59 to 70%.
Alright, that's still a good amount.
Afterwards, we're going to have plenty of things to go into, so it's not really a factor per se.
Alright, then that's the best play to go for.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason, they usually run defense, like max defense, and then...
Yeah, it's usually max defense, max HP, so I mean, if I'm running the right damage calcs, which I imagine I should be, like, we should be fine to hit him with the Dark Pulse, and then, like I said, he'll do a good chunk. He'll probably be able to kill us in return, but, like, we get a good amount of damage on him to where we're going to be taking him down later, so... Yeah.
He won't be able to do anything after that, but
Pretty
he
much.
just goes for Scald.
Which I believe will take us out, but, that's fine.
We'll just go into something else to revenge it.
Which, don't click anything yet. I know I probably run way too many damage calcs, but I like being for sure on everything I do.
Well, that's why this is a really competitive series.
Yeah. Actually, what you could do is go into Landorus. Don't actually click it yet, though, because I still need to actually run the damage count.
I want just U-turn out?
Shit. Because I'm trying to figure out... It might just be best to go into Rotom.
I was going to say either go into Rotom or Landorus and just U-turn out.
Yeah, because the thing is that I can't tell exactly what its percentage is at, and, like... I don't want to risk it because U-turn... Oh wait, we're adamant on Landorus, aren't we?
Yes.
I forgot to plug that in.
Yes, we're adamant.
That's still way too iffy for me, so I'd rather just go into Rotom. At the very least, force him out if he's going to switch. But, like, I'm also not concerned about if he wants to go into, the whatchamacallit.
Electivire?
Yeah, like, I'm not concerned about that, so I feel safer just going into Rotom and just going straight for the Volt Switch. If he goes into Evire, we have plenty of ways to check it.
Because it just poses too many problems to where if we do misplay, let's say we predict the Electivire and go for a Hydro Pump, then Slowbro is going to stay around. Right. And it's going to give us a problem later on as to where if an Electivire gets a speed boost, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, because it's easier to deal with that because it's not boosted attack, it's not boosted defense. It's going to be very, very easy, especially since we still have Terrakion. But at this point, it's probably best just to Will-O-Wisp, because now, because he decided to preserve his Slowbro and his Sylveon, they're basically dead to anything faster than it. So it's kind of like two Pokemon that they're pretty much dead. Yeah. Especially because we do have Rocks up as well. Yeah, and I mean, Evire can't hit Rotom for much, so that's why I'm feeling more comfortable staying in right now and then switching perhaps later, because I still want to preserve Rotom in case we need it for the potential of his Sableye since we lost Greninja so early.
Yeah.
So, but at the very least, we can take a hit from this thing, and then we can play our counter strategy afterwards. So, yeah.
I haven't seen Electivire in a while, but if I remember, it carries elemental punches like Ice Punch.
Yeah, it's typically... Well, I know it... Yeah, it can carry Wild Charge, which is fine. We can take that not as well
chunk.
as yeah. but he has life orbs, so that's good to keep in mind. Get the nice Will-O-Wisp off.
Luckily it hits. I'm like, please don't miss.
Yeah, that would have been bad. But at this point, I feel like almost going into Terrakion might be the best play. Because we can take any hit, and then, like I said before, it's not really anything we need to worry about preserving. So...
Especially because he still has a full health Glysker around.
Yeah.
It's just...
I mean, it's just in our better interest to go into that, and then play it from there.
I think that Glysker is going to be the most annoying thing to deal with from here, though.
Yeah, that's... That and the Sableye, but the Sableye, it's... Since we still have Rotom, it's not too huge of a factor. So, I mean, that was the only reason why we really need to think about preserving Rotom more. But at this point, don't go for close combat. Probably just go for Earthquake.
Yeah. I feel like either he's going to sack this thing off or the Glysker is coming in anyway, in which case...
Yeah, I mean...
The damage isn't even worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just better to try and hit this thing and anything else that might potentially...
He probably thought he could outspeed anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it was dead to him anyway, so we might as well just let it go.
But to be fair, so was the Sylveon and the Slowbro, but he decided to preserve them.
I mean, the Slowbro did make sense. Because
the Slowbro did, but it still won't be
Sylveon...
able to really do anything once it comes in. Both of those are kind of like fodder at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's no reason he's not going to go out into Glysker now.
I mean, he could go into Sableye, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be...
Wasn't Sableye also weakened, or no?
Yeah, we did weaken it a bit, so... Because we got the Volt Switch off on it.
Alright, it's weakened a bit.
But... Yeah, Sableye... Probably best to just switch right out to Latios.
Alright. Because I'm assuming he's just gonna Willow.
Yeah, exactly. And it's better just to try and start working damage onto that Sableye right now.
There's no reason he'd want to attack me with a dark type attack.
Yeah. Pretty much, so not that.
Yeah, he did go for the Willow. Which is fine.
Well, on the bright side, if he is not running any special defense investment, we do kill him off with the Draco Meteor.
Okay.
So, that's, like, 100% kill him, even if he has full health. It does 128% to 151%.
It's just that Rotom is already weakened, and Latios is our only other thing that's going to do a lot of damage to Glysker really quick.
Still Metagross.
Metagross, I'm not sure how much Ice Punch does, but yeah, Metagross
is enough to where we can also live in Earthquake, so I'd rather try and get damage off on the Sableye right now, as opposed to anything else later. And like I said, if he's not running any special defense investment, we straight up kill him right here, and then if we don't, we have safe enough switch-ins, so I'm not in a point.
Alright, Latios, this is your time to actually kill the thing. And, wow, that was a crit, so I guess we'll never find out.
The thing is, even if he was max special defense, whatever, it would have done 85 to 101%, so, again, I'm gonna highly doubt he was running a special defensive spread, just because that's not very common.
It's not standard.
As far as I can tell, he's been running a lot of standard sets for what he's, had on his team, so, yeah. Whatevs.
I just don't know what he's going to go into now.
Yeah.
Because he already has a weakened Sylveon. He has a weakened Slowbro, so those two would die to, like, anything.
Yep, pretty much.
Electivire is dead. I mean, Glysker and Infernape. But Infernape just going to Landorus, get an Intimidate off on this thing, because we know it has close combat.
About any of it at this point. Like, Infernape... I mean, we don't even really need Latios for much, we might as well just stay and see what he's actually got working on him, because then it gives us an extra security blanket if he is Scarfed, but if he isn't, then he just dies, so might as well just Psyshock.
Okay, let's see. So it just U-turns out, so he is Scarfed.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to work off more entry hazards, plus we get free switch initiatives, so that's more important than anything else.
It's probably going to be the Glysker.
Yeah.
I think that's his only other full health Mon left.
Yeah. Well, I think it took a little bit of damage, but not much.
Not enough. Like, if it's gonna come in, I think Toxic is gonna bring it up almost to full, if anything.
Yeah. Well, it'll take Stealth Rock and then whatever. But the point is that it's not a point of concern.
And he goes into Sylveon, which is fodder. Alright.
And just go into Metagross and just Earthquake for the kill. Well, then again, yeah, we kind of have to, because we don't want anything coming in on Terrakion being in, so it's just going to be in their best interest probably going to Metagross. Because if Gliscor wants to somehow come in, actually go for Ice.
I was gonna say, it's better off to go for Ice Punch. Ice Punch will kill this thing. And if he wants to go into whatever...
Because, I mean, I'm not concerned about Infernape switching in. I'd rather catch this...
Infernape would still take a lot from Ice Punch plus Stealth Rock.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it's just not a concern. But he protects. I mean...
It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, because...
Unless he really wants to, I guess, scout out and see what I'm gonna do. Otherwise, it's really not gonna matter. Whatever leftovers damage recovery he gets.
Because let's check how much Ice Punch is doing. It's still doing 29 to 34%.
It's definitely killing.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the best interest to go for it. If he switches, it's like...
Goes for double protect, which doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. And then from there, Infernape's probably coming out.
Yeah, and I mean, we have plenty of things to sack.
No, he brings out Slowbro. Slowbro's gonna die.
Yeah, just Earthquake. I mean, there's no reason to go for anything else. Like, yeah, just Earthquake. That's in the best interest.
It's just really weird. I don't know.
I mean, I guess he also is realizing that it's not like it's gonna cause that much of a difference if he brings in Slowbro later, because it'll literally die to any hit, so...
Yeah, but you could also use it as, you know, fodder for something if you want to get something in safely, rather than just throw it out there to die.
Yeah, I just don't know what this Infernape is gonna do, because he could easily predict us to switch out, but at the same time...
I don't know...
It's a problem that it's gonna do.
Flare Blitz? That's the most likely option, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing I'm thinking of is switch out to Terrakion. And I have a weird reasoning behind it. The reason why is, like, before we stated, that's the thing we want to die if... Like, that and Laners are the things we want to die if anything are supposed to die. And it's going to be in our best interest to sack that, most likely, because then we get free switches into whatever. So it's going to be, you know, a good idea, I think.
Alright, we'll see what he does.
Yeah.
I guess that Flare Blitz is probably the most... Yeah, there's Flare Blitz.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not concerned about this Infernape being a thing. Like, at this point, what we'll want to do is just go straight for close combat. Like, even if Gliscor wants to come in, what I really want to do is bait it into just killing the shit out of Terrakion. And I actually have a very, very, very good reason.
He actually does switch out.
Yeah, I mean, that's... But I have a very, very good reasoning why I want to bait him into killing Terrakion.
Yeah, Gliscor is actually at full.
Okay, that's fine. But my reasoning is Metagross's Ice Punch to Gliscor.
Wow, that's a crit.
Almost a kill. So, like, I just want to weaken Gliscor as much as possible, and then it won't factor.
Because we know we can live one Earthquake from Gliscor.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, it's basically just, I want to put as much damage as possible on it, and then get a free switch out to Metagross. So, that's just going to be in the better interest, so... Yeah.
And he's going to kill the Terrakion.
Did he actually?
Yep.
Like, well, I mean, my plan worked at the very least. He just was baited into straight up killing the Terrakion, and that's an amazing situation for us, so I have no quarrels there.
I guess the only other thing he really could have done is, I guess, Protect Stall for slightly more poison.
Well, I mean, if he also had Roost, he could have gotten back up to
They usually do not carry Roost, though.
Do they not anymore?
No, they don't.
I thought they still did.
No, it's usually Toxic. Sometimes they carry Substitute and Protect, but they usually carry Toxic, either Sub Protect or both.
Carry Roost sometimes, but whatever.
Actually, no, they don't.
I know why they would choose between one or the other, but I didn't, But yeah, just Ice Punch right now. That's just, if Infernape comes in, Infernape comes in. But at this point,
it should kill it. But yeah, they don't
this
carry
is
it.
killing Gliscor no matter what, so yeah, it's dead. And then Infernape will just come in and...
it dies to rocks.
Will it?
Yeah, it got that low. I'm pretty sure it dies to rocks. That's why I didn't think he'd. No. Actually, I'm not sure. No.
Okay. Yeah,
I thought it did. I knew it was in red, so I thought it did.
It's still our game either way. Like, all we gotta do is just click any button except for run. Let's click bag.
No. Alright, let's...
Ice punch. Ice punch him.
Why? I wanted to go for the Zen headbutt, though.
But ice punch killing an Infernape is so much more funny.
No, it's not.
Why not?
No, it's not.
Fine, Meteor Mash would have been better, but an ice punch onto an Infernape
yeah.
kind of funny.
That is our game, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. But to recap, we do come into issues with Pokemon that set up, for instance, Calm Mind, Slowbro.
Yeah, I mean, we have no real way to phase stuff out.
Yeah, we don't have phasers or taunters.
Yeah,
so that's one thing that poses an issue to this team. And
gotta make sure we always constantly lay on pressure, otherwise we're kind of screwed, and that's,
Yep. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and Chase's channel will be in the description if you'd like to check him out. And
you won't want to.
As always, I love you guys, and have a wonderful day, and bye.
Bye, guys.